Hello guys and welcome to Unity tutorial of a number shuffle. Now let me show you guys how this works. We can reset and just rearrange the whole lot and try to get it all sorted. There we go. Okay, and the other thing we can do is we can always use our solution there just to speed up the whole process or to cheat if you want. There we go, and that's it. We have a winner. Okay, with only 47 clicks. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys straight into Unity development environment where we put one of these together. The whole process will include using Unity editor and the C sharp within Unity itself. That's what we'll be using to put this together, guys. So let's give it a shot. So I'm going to go straight into Unity now and let's select the new project. So let's start by ending the whole process there and come right in there, grab hold of new app, and here I'm going to click on new. And let's select the template that's going to be the 2D core. And in here I'm going to give my project a name. I'm going to call that number shuffle poll. That's for my second channel. Click on create. There we go. Okay guys, my development environment is ready, so I'm going to now click on the hierarchy here and let's select UI and I'm going to select panel. There we go, my panel is in place. Just going to zoom out a little bit. There we go. Now that the panel is selected, you see where we have rect transform. I'm going to click on that and let's get it centered properly. And that will even give me the opportunity to even change the size. I'm going to change the width to 1300 and the height, I'm going to make that about 7. Let's say 720. All right, that's cool. Now, the next thing I want to do is make sure the panel is still selected. You see where we have the color instead of the default color white. I'm going to kind of like change it to something bluey. Yeah, that will do. Yeah, that's cool. All right, that's fine. Now, right click on the hierarchy and let's select UI. Let's go straight to legacy. Inside the legacy, and I want to select the text. And this very text, I'm going to change the size of that text to 120. Now, you see the font style, I'm going to make that bold. And the text content that will go in there, I'm going to change that to number shuffle. There, we just need to enlarge it so that you guys can see what's in there. Just move it that way. There we go. That one here I'm going to do is I just don't want the background to be plain, so I'm going to add. Let's add an image to it. But before then, I'm going to make sure this is centered. Come right here, align, get it centered. There. Now let's add an image to it. Right click again and we go to UI, select image. That's the image. I'm going to change the color of that image as well. Let's come in here to, yeah, that's cool. That's fine. There, that's going to be the color for my image. And I'm going to just check out the size of this, my text. Look at the text. The text is 1228, 1287 plus. So I'm going to grab hold of that. So that's what I'm going to change the size of this image to. But this image, I want it to be the parent of this text. So let's move that image straight up here. You see that? There. And again, change the size of that very image. There. That takes care of that. And we also need to take care of the height. So let's check out the height of the text. The height of the text is 134 plus. Okay, then select the image now. I'll make sure that one is 134 plus. That is it. And just drag it. There we go. Now, you see that very image? I might as well change the name to IMG title. And the text on it, I'm going to change that text to TXT title. And make that text TXT title the child of the image. There we go. Look at that. That one is sorted. Good. So now, the next thing we want to do is let's right click on the panel again. And I'm going to create an empty game object. There we go. This very empty game object. I'm just going to call it BTN game object. All right. So you see the BTN game object? Right click on it. Select UI. And let's go to legacy. Add a button. There we go. This button is a child of that. So I'm now going to call it, just call that BTN number 1. There we go. That's the name of the button. And now this button, let's change the size. Okay, that's fine. Let's change the size to 160 by 160. Something like that. And I'm also change the font. There we go. That's something like that. And just bring it up here. Yeah, that'll do. Now the font style on it, let's come straight to the BTN. Num1, select the text content in there. I'm going to change the font style to, I just want to see, let's say 100 and make that bold. Get rid of this. Let me enter 11. See, okay, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, I'm going to leave it as 11, as 100. Okay, that's fine. So that's taken care of. So the text on it, let's change that to TXT num1. Okay, that's cool. All right, so create another one. Oh, actually, this should be number 1. Yeah, so it's meant to be 1. Okay, then that is done. So right click on the button BTN num1 and create a duplicate. That will be for number 2. Change the text content to 2. 2 and the name is TXT2. And this button as well, BTN2. There. Okay. So I'm going to copy both to speed up things. Duplicate, drag. We have 4. Okay. Now I'm going to select it all. Right click, duplicate, drag. And once more, duplicate and drag. There we go. We have all our buttons in place now. Brilliant. Okay, guys, I'm going to add 3 more buttons here. So let's select these ones. Okay, we have 2 there. And which other button is this? Okay, let's just select any buttons. Okay, right click, duplicate, and just drag it here. Okay, so I'm going to kind of like position them how I want for now. And who is this other one? There, bring this here. All right. Okay, these 3 buttons, I am now going to increase their width. So make sure they are all selected. There we go. Come right here and just maybe make it about 400 for now. I may have to readjust as I'll make it maybe 420, 440. All right, 440 for now. We can always reset or readjust later on. Okay, that's fine. Now, let me finish the naming of these buttons. Number 1 and 2 is sorted. Now this one is full. Okay, that will be BTN full. And the text content on that is as 4. The text content is number 4. And this is 3. Where is 3? That's 3. Name is 3. The text will be 3. And the button name is 3. There. Then let's check out the next one underneath. Okay, this one is number 5. The text is 5. And the button is 5. There. And so on, guys. So I'm going to have to speed that up. This is 6. And that would be 6. There. So let's speed that up now. Let's say 6. The text content should be 6. There. So I'm going to speed that up and get back to you guys shortly. Okay, guys, all the buttons now have their own respective numbers. But this one, number 12, button 12, I'm not going to give that any number. So button 12 is just going to remain as 12. Right. Okay, now these 3 buttons here, this one is going to be for solution. This very, let's see, that's for the solution. So come in here. I'm going to change that to BTN solution. And the text content on it, we just change that to solution as well. So drop that down and change that to solution. And that's going to be known as TXT solution. Now, the next one, let's see, that's going to be the reset button. So let's change that to BTN reset. And the text content on it, TXT reset. And the last one here, let's change that to BTN counter. There we go. The text content on it will be TXT counter. We use that just for counting. You don't really need a button, but it makes no difference. Oh, that should just be 0. And this is going to be TXT counter. There we go. There. Okay, so it's looking good. So let's run it and just see how it looks like. And we then take it from there. Now let me go back to the game and change the play focus to maximize. Run. There. Apart from I just need to readjust this, make it look more friendly. Okay then. Now, let's take care of that. So I'm going to have to reduce this, just something like that. And select every single components in there. Just want to get them centered. Right, it's all selected. Get it centered. Something like that. And run. There we go. So underneath here, I'm going to add just a text box in there. And let's collapse all of these. Yeah, that's fine. Right click on the panel, go to UI, select legacy, and I'm just going to add a text. That is my text. I'm going to move that text down. Move it down here. And make sure it's centered. Okay, that's fine. So let's change the name of that to TXT display. And TXT display is going to be, let's just enter number shuffle game there, and increase the font size to something a little bit more readable. Make the size 40 and bold. Let's increase the size of that and see where is display. I'll make that about 50. Yeah, and this I'm going to make it about 500 and get it maybe 700 and get it centered. Okay, that's nice. Run. There we go, guys. Now all they need to do is just to put together some functions and some lines of code to drive these buttons. So with that, guys, I'm going to call it the end of the first part of this tutorial, and I'll see you guys shortly. Bye for now.